Within your baby's first year of life, their brain is actually going to double in size and they're going to make over 1 million new neural connections every single second. It by far makes it the most critical period of development your baby's ever going to have. And a lot of parents are told to simply track milestones. First smile, first roll, first step. And if something does seem off to you as a parent, you're told, they'll outgrow it. Just wait and see. So here's the thing, your baby might be technically hitting milestones, but what if they're struggling underneath? What if the foundation is actually a little bit cracked and no one's checking it? That's what we're super passionate about in our office, and what we want to cover in this video is that your baby's first year of life isn't just another checklist, because technically they can actually pass all the developmental screenings but still have a neurological stress that is going to affect learning behavior, emotional regulation down the road. So yes, maybe your baby can roll at 6 months, but is it symmetrical? Is it coordinated? Is it laying this proper foundation? So often we have families come into our office saying, I knew something was off. It didn't feel right in my gut, but everyone told me not to worry. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. So we're going to dive in here. I'm going to bring up my iPad to what is the foundation for your baby's development, which of course is their nervous system. So the brain and the nervous system act as air traffic controller because they're controlling and coordinating everything in your baby's body. So whether it is their ability to latch, to suck, to swallow, nursing early on and feeding, maybe it's their ability to digest and poop, it's their ability to sleep, it's their ability to start to control their movements and their eyes. The nervous system is the foundation. So what we're always looking for in our office is not the simple check that they can do these easy things, but how is the foundation? So we look for in the nervous system two main things, which the first one is called subluxation. These are words you probably aren't going to get at your traditional pediatrician. That's why I'm passionate about sharing this information. But subluxation is if there's stress stuck on in the nervous system. Specifically, what we focus on with neurological chiropractic is if something's out of alignment. What we see most commonly is in the neck of newborns. The reason being, birth itself is a big event. I know for my wife, our labor was 30 hours because she had gone into things after breaking her ankle, being on a knee roller, so her pelvis was a little twisted, and birth was pretty intense because of that. And as a result, my son had a lot of this subluxation, this things out of alignment, especially in his neck, that were creating now stress in the nervous system. And that's what subluxation can set up next, then, is a second term that has to do with the nervous system called dysautonomia. And simply what this means is the nervous system is getting stuck specifically in fight-flight mode. The reason this happens is that if something is stuck and this stress gets stuck off, as I mentioned, something's out of alignment, what it does is it actually starts to send stress into the brain. So now, instead of the baby's nervous system being able to feel calm, grounded, and relaxed, it has this underlying stage of stress stuck on. And this is why the nervous system is so critical early on, because it's now laying the foundation for everything else. If I bring my iPad back up here, what we've got is neurological, in a sense, mini tests actually have to do with milestones. A lot of people maybe think these are separate from the nervous system, but if we take something like, how does your baby latch? Well, if the nervous system's under stress, it might not be able to move the neck and the jaw and the throat muscles smoothly and easily to be able to suck, swallow, breathe while they're latching. Instead, just like yourself, if you've ever been under stress and you feel muscles tighten, it might be difficult. Maybe we see a baby that nurses well on one side but not the other. Those are all clues. As we move into those next weeks, head control is so critical. What it's doing is allowing the baby to start to lift and to pan. And when baby can move their head smoothly, it's actually setting up eye tracking, which later has to do with things like sports or reading. And when the head is well controlled, now it sets up the foundation for rolling. Does your baby, sometimes parents are like, yep, they're rolling. And we talk to them more and they're like, oh, they always roll to the left side, but they don't really roll to the right. A lot of times that is because their head tracking wasn't moving a certain direction, so they wouldn't go to that side. Once they start rolling, we want them sitting, and then crawling is such another critical milestone as we move up the ladder here. Because what crawling does is it starts to integrate the two halves of the brain, the two hemispheres. It starts to lay the foundation for the brain to talk to, different parts of the brain to talk to each other. What we see with crawling is that it can be similarly here where your baby maybe did it, but they didn't do it very well, or they scooted, or they army crawled. And what we commonly see then is now they start to struggle with later coordination. We have a 10-year-old boy we just started working with who scooted instead of a regular 4-point crawl. And mom said, when it comes to now like swimming lessons as an example, he's been stuck on the same level over and over because his body isn't very coordinated. What we see also in this case is crawling. A lot of times if it's not happening, it's because there's a subluxation lower down that's preventing the lower half and the upper half to sync up. What that then helps with is connecting to the lower half allows good bowel movements and good bladder control. So this same boy has had some struggles with wetting the bed. And we'll see sometimes these layers of things where potty training, constipation, and not being coordinated suddenly all sync together. And they can oftentimes, we'll trace it back and we'll say, oh yeah, there was some struggle early on. So then the other piece you might have seen on there is even like a 4-month sleep regression. Is what that is doing is there's all these connections being made and built in the brain and the nervous system. So while it's kind of annoying as a parent thinking, oh, my baby sleeps great, and then suddenly you're up in the middle of the night again with them, what is happening is there's this intense neurological connection happening. So where a lot of parents get frustrated, that we see in our office anyway, is they bring up a concern. Maybe they bring it up with their pediatrician or their parents or friends or family, and they're often told like, well, let's just wait and see. I think they'll outgrow it. So maybe they're not feeding well. We'll say, okay, wait and see. Well, maybe they get a little older and they kind of work their way through it. Maybe they're not sleeping well. Maybe they're colicky, they're fussy. We'll see babies sometimes that are arching and stiff. That those are all signs that their nervous system is stuck in this fight-flight stage early on, that there is likely subluxation and this dysautonomia brewing, because if the nervous system's stuck in fight-flight, muscles get tight, so they arch their back, they feel stiff, they're not going to feel relaxed and comfortable. That can lead to colic because a nervous system stuck in fight and flight doesn't digest well, so it's more likely to have reflux, constipation, gassy, bloaty belly issues. A nervous system stuck in fight-flight isn't going to want to sleep. And ultimately, if there is this stiffness in their system and they don't move smoothly, milestones get affected as well. So when we put all that together, that's why we're so passionate about helping babies, because what we find is if a nervous system is stuck in fight-flight, we can use very gentle, neurologically based chiropractic to gently realign, get normal movement in this neurospinal system, which now starts to feed normal input into the brain and take the brain out of fight-flight. So parents notice their baby can latch better, they nurse better, they keep their food down, less reflux and spit up, they sleep better. As they're moving fluidly, they start to hit their milestones with ease. And what we see then is when this foundation is laid, now it starts to set up their brain for all these later developmental pieces. Reading, learning, emotional and behavioral regulation, sensory processing, being able to start to say, my foundation is good internally, now I can open up and interact with the world externally. So if you're ever looking for support with your kiddo, please reach out. We're here for you.